All right, so let's talk about something that comes up a lot with my clients, especially here in North Texas. Should I buy a second home? Now, I'm not just talking about a little cabin in the woods or a spare property to crash at on the weekends. I'm talking about a second home that actually enhances your lifestyle and builds long term wealth. Whether you're eyeing a lakeside escape, a mountain hideaway, or even something international, this is a move that should be both personal and strategic. So, first things first, you need to get really clear on why you want a second home. Is it a vacation retreat for your family? Is it an income producing asset that you rent out when you're not using it? Or is it a hybrid, somewhere you can enjoy but also offset costs with short-term rentals? There's no right or wrong answer here, but understanding the purpose helps shape everything else, from the market you choose to how you structure your financing. Let me give you a quick example. Let's say a client picked up a waterfront property near Lake Texoma. Now they use it about 8 to 10 weekends a year, and the rest of the time it's booked solid on luxury short-term rental platforms. They essentially turned a family getaway into a six-figure revenue stream. Not bad for a vacation house, right? Next is location, leverage. When you're shopping for a second home, especially a luxury one, you want to think beyond the zip code. You want to ask yourself, is the market seasonal or is it year-round? What's the rental demand like when I'm not using it? And then the third, is the area up and coming or is it already saturated? North Texans love to look south to places like Riviera Maya, Cabo, Tulum, Belize. These markets offer high lifestyle value, strong appreciation trends, and in many cases, an easy flight away. You also want to look at local restrictions. Some cities have cracked down on short-term rentals, so you'll need to factor in whether it's a viable investment, not just a pretty place. Now let's talk money, because even a second home needs to pull its weight. Here's where the money play comes in. If you're treating it as a true second residence, you can usually get favorable mortgage terms, maybe even write off some of the interest. That's where having a great finance and tax person comes in handy. But if you're going to generate income, you're in a whole different category. Vacation rental property, which opens the door to depreciation deductions, cost segregations to accelerate write-offs, even a 1031 exchange down the line if you sell and reinvest. Also, quick side note, always talk to your tax advisor or your wealth manager about how to structure it. These resources are key to setting you up for success. I've sat on these conversations with clients and their CPAs, and the difference between structuring it the right way versus winging it, it is massive. Okay, financials aside, there's the lifestyle piece. Because at the end of the day, a second home should enhance your quality of life. You want to think about what kind of memories do you want to make there? Is it a place you could see passing down to your kids? And does it align with your current stage of life and your future? One of my clients bought a second home near the water because he wanted to create a home base for family reunions, something with an emotional value and investment value. Today, it's where they gather every Thanksgiving, and in the meantime, it's booked as an Airbnb Luxe 40% of the year. So it's not just a second home, it's their legacy real estate. And finally, exit strategy. Even if you're buying this property to keep long term, you always want to think about resale. Is it in a desirable market that you hold or gain value? Does this home have features that will appeal broadly, like views, privacy, modern design, great communities? And could it be responsible? Could you reposition it in the future? Turn it into a full-time residence or sell it at a premium? I always tell my clients, buy with your eyes and on the next 5 years, even if your heart says you'll keep it forever, because things change and flexibility is key. So whether you're buying a second home to relax, rent out, or build a family legacy, make sure you're approaching it with the same vision and intention. It's not just about owning another property, it's about making it work for you. If you're thinking about buying a second home in North Texas, Riviera Maya, Belize, Cabo, or you want to explore investment-friendly markets, I'd love to help you put a strategy together. My contact info is in the description below, so don't forget to like, hit subscribe, and drop your questions in the comments. I read every one of them, and I'd love to hear what second home markets you are curious about.